Hello, everybody. This is Di, antinatalist, and snowing outside. But anyway, this video is something I thought about after I watched the docu-series Cheers, or Cheer. And, it was long. I guess it was about 9 segments, and, at the end, there were a couple of sad moments, and, I was really intrigued by the whole series because I really like the athleticism, and I just love all the support that the young adults had in order to complete their goals with cheerleading, and it involved males and females, and they were at a junior college. And so anyway, at the end, of course, there's a large competition in Daytona. And one team was going to win and one team was going to lose. I didn't expect quite the outcome that it did happen as it did, but such as with life. When someone is winning, when someone is happy, when someone is just got a round-the-trip world, all expenses paid tour, after a college graduation or something, somebody else, next door even, could be finding out the worst prognosis of their life. Just they could have found out they had, debilitating cancer or terminal cancer. And I'm going to compare this to people who are quixotic and toxically optimistic. There were some people, in the world who, think that life is what you make it, when it is so very untrue. Life is random, and life is impulsive, and life is unpredictable. You cannot steer your life in any course. And you could be the driver in front of a lot of traffic, your eyes on the road, and, going the speed limit, and then somebody in the rear could come crashing, plow into a lot of vehicles and create a fiery collision. So you cannot conduct or control your course in life. It's impossible. And if you think you can, then you're probably the most narcissistic person, because you think you're practically God. But occasionally I'll even see on antinatalist groups, people chanting how good their life is, or, at the given moment in their life, they're happy. They don't want it to end. They want it to continue, and they have, great friends and great job, and just everything else is lining up perfectly in their life. But that's going to change, and those things are very temporary. All friends and family and jobs and bosses and your personal contacts, primarily they're temporary. They may be around for a few decades, but they're temporary. And so at the end of the movie, Cheer, it just really just kind of, really kind of broke me up, because I really liked both teams and all the coaches, and I really liked, the drama and the personal lives of the people that were involved. And I really did not pick a side, but I thought I knew who would, complete and win, the victory. But, anything can happen. Anything can change to change the course of what you think is going to happen. But it's like at the end of the last segment, I actually felt elation for the winning team. And I also felt the sadness of the losing team. And, that really just kind of put me in a tailspin, because I felt both sides. The pain, the anguish, and then the exhilaration and the victory of the winners. And so when I hear people on antinatalist forums or child-free forums or just on the internet in general, and people almost contradict antinatalism and say, "Hey, life is good. I'm fine. Everything's going great." That is so dismissive. That is like the winning cheerleading team going, "Hey, life is great. We just won our trophy. We're going to get rings made of our, victorious, annual win in Daytona. Yeah, we're great. We're going to go hit the water and going to go, splash and have some fun in the sand." Yeah, that's fine. That's fine for them. And that's very temporary for them. Something could be happening just around the corner to deflate, that victory. So, somebody can be celebrating, the greatest times of their lives, and then, down the road, a family is, mourning something very, very terrible, or, multi-person death in family, or the patriarch of the family, or the matriarch who just died. So, this video is just to, show that life is so unpredictable, and to temper everybody, and to, always be, tempered by reality, because just because things are going well does not mean that they're going to continue. Life is geared more for disappointment than it is for elation. So, when I see people on these forums, online, on groups, Facebook groups, Reddit and such, and they brag about, how great life is. Life is good. Life is what you make it. I want them to realize that might be their temporary status in life. And then across the street or down the hall, you've got someone in tears, just screaming in agony or pain or emotional pain or extreme loss. I think it's very, very arrogant to, behold a toxically optimistic stance. It's, all too quixotic to, behave as if your life won't be affected, or, you won't be that starving person, or you won't be that homeless person, or, you won't be that person who falters, in a team competition. Because there's always a dichotomy in life. There's always an opposite situation from, your grandiose standing. And I think it's, you know, just very, very toxic of anybody to, you know, pretend that just because their life is good at the moment, that it's going to continue, and that the rest of the world is also enjoying that, you know, that positivity and elation and happiness. It's very, very short-sighted not to see the greater world. And if you want to see suffering, just plug into any YouTube video on an animal slaughterhouse. So, you know, your family may be having a good week, a good month, a good year, but there's no animal in the slaughterhouse that is happy to be there. And not one of them signed up and agreed or gave permission to be killed. They did not want to die. So, you know, whether you have any value for animals or not, there's always an opposite situation than your victorious one. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I can't wait to go outside and see the beautiful snow today. A fresh snowfall is usually the prettiest. So, you know, take care of yourself and ride out those, you know, those good times, but be very aware that they are very short-lived. They're very temporary. And, you know, probably the worst thing you could do to someone online is to, you know, brag openly about life being good when, you know, they're saying that theirs is bad and traumatic and stressful. It's just best to show empathy towards people. And so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my video.